Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another live stream. Okay, all right, coming to y'all live once again, another live stream. Okay, it's going to be another continuation. We're going to be talking right here. We're definitely going to be having some guests. What's going on with this thing? Why's my screen acting like this? Yeah, it's going to be all right. We see y'all coming up in here already. Okay, I see. All right. All right, cool. I see him. Hey, y'all, what's going on? What's up with the screen? Hey, what's going on? I'm trying to get the daggone chat. Now the chat want to be acting real crazy. What's going on with the screen? Hey, y'all, what's going on? I'm just trying to get everything situated. Yeah, it's cool. I'm trying to get the layout now. It's okay. Okay, now this is acting. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got it fixed. Hey, y'all, what's going on? All right.
Islam.
I sent you the link.
Okay, who else?
I got.
Larry.
I sent Larry the link as well. Yeah.
Okay. This case Isaiah don't want to hop on this real quick. I ain't telling him to just.
Yep. Thank you, Sister Iman, for that as well. Hey, Camilla Thomas. Hey, everybody. Hey, it's good to see y'all coming up in here strong. Hey, Angel Wise. Hey, Clarissa. Hey, Angela Caraway. Hey, Tiffany. Guillermo.
I know
Adam
you
Rim.
just talking about something.
Yep. Lord on the Sherry Berry. Jerry Hutchison. Nevac. King City 9. Agent McCoy. Sticky Nipple Records. All right. It's good to see y'all coming up in here. Where the rest of
I just text Larry. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna repeat what we talked about. Um, yeah. How y'all doing? We're gonna go back to what we talked about last time. When we were talking about the Washita. We're gonna just go over that again. We might as well, if you don't mind reading that again, and the other part that he read before, we want to probably go in a little deeper depth of it, so everybody can know that this country is yours. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and spread that. We have one of the brothers on here named Noble William Jolly Bay. He's a part of the family too. Um, Whatever he can elaborate on, we just want to just talk about it, just talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing. It's not going to be that much of a, not that long of a stream. We just want to interact with everybody, to see what's going on and everything. So
Islam Morris.
pretty much it.
Islam Moore.
I know for
Yeah, fam. Well, we pretty much going to be covering for real. It's pretty much going to be kind of like, a continuation, not necessarily from the last stream that I did, but it's, we actually going to be, talking about a couple of things. We got Noble, William Jolly Bay on here. Of course, you have me on here. B Forte is actually going to be speaking, and we looking to have brother Nuff on here as well as Noble Nuff. He's going to be on here, and also Noble Larry King Bay. We're definitely going to be, talking about a couple things. We don't plan on being on here too long, but we definitely wanted to keep y'all up and abreast about what's going on and what's been happening, things of that nature. So we definitely want to say, we want to give y'all a shout out for taking the time out to come to another stream and take your time out of your day, man, because we need to like, clear up some things, and like I say, we're not gonna be on here too long, because what we want y'all to know is that eventually after a while, man, we keep telling y'all this, man, because we have done a whole lot within these last couple of months to a year and stuff like that, man, as far as like Nassau, nationality, what I mean? Before Tay talked about spirituality and stuff like that, and I'm pretty much like a whole lot of things. And I told y'all we have a mean research team, and it's a lot of stuff that we are seeing that a lot of stuff cannot be on the YouTube, and we don't want to continuously to keep on, beating y'all over your heads with the same thing. But we do get tired. What I mean? It's like we're not tired of this work, but we're tired of people not getting it. Because what I mean, this is life changing information, and at the same time, I'm not the only one that's bringing it. We got a research team. And we do this out the kindness of our heart because we love our people. We want y'all to know these things, and we don't want y'all to miss out on anything because we are at a very critical time right about now. This whole entire election, now that I see it, was pretty much about us. This whole entire thing, they've been talking in code to us a long time, and now we are at that point. We are drawing nearer and closer to that point. And like I told y'all, during this period, a lot of our people are not going to make it. They're not going to make it. They're not going to take heed. We're seeing that there's been a lot of agents, a lot of infiltrators, a lot of debaters, and people are still tied to the corporation. You feel me? And I call them corporate niggas. You feel me? They are niggas, a part of the corporation. It is what it is. You feel me? I call them corporate niggas. Copper colored corporate niggas. That's exactly what a lot of them are. That's exactly what we call them. Copper colored corporate niggas. And we don't got time for none of the foolishness. We don't got time for the debates. We don't got time for our energy to be drained. We are doing this because this is a very serious time. Very critical. That's right, Angel Eyes Up. That's what they are. We gotta call it for what it is. We gotta call it for what it is. And then everybody's saying this facts. Hey, what's up, Monique Hill? Right. We don't have time for that. We've been seeing energy vampires. People want to drain the energy. We don't got time for none of the ratchetness. We put it like this. We tired. We tired. We have done a hell of a lot. And we still keeping it moving. And if brothers and sisters are not with this, like I said, we don't care. You see, Monique Hill, she said green is with the fire. Guess what? That's exactly what's going to be coming. That fire is going to greet your ass and you're going to feel the damn burn because you did not take heed to what we've been saying. We've been doing this for a hell of a long time. And where we at right now, we're going into another direction and we're not going to have anybody to stop us because this is a very critical time. You want to ask something?
Right now, we're at a time where we need to like just focus on build like really we really want to come together with everybody because this is a global situation. It's very global first and foremost. It's here and it's global, and we need to really start coming together because it's actually a lot of stuff going against our people. far as our family in Texas, Tennessee, so on. And that's because of us not really coming together like we're supposed to. I done literally said to a lot of brothers and sisters, we have to go back to our spiritual practices because that's dealing with the elements. That deals with the elements. You understand, family? That's dealing with the elements. We are connected to the elements. We are connected to the cosmos. We are connected to all the above. So, that's something that me and B was talking about. And we can counteract all of that by going back to our practices and going back into talking to our ancestors, talking to our angelic host. You might call them different names. Exactly. So I feel like in order to counterattack that, we got to go back to who we are. We are nature. We are here to help out nature. We are here to give back to the planet. And this is the time for us to do it. It is time for us to do it. So that's what I wanted to just say real quick, y'all. It's just so much that we want to touch bases on. And it's like right now we just want to talk to everybody and see how everybody's feeling and see what everybody think was going on, and do they think that we should just finally just say enough is enough. Let's go ahead and just come together and say, fuck it. We got to go ahead because nature is calling us. The planet is really calling us to wake up anyway. You know how many people that don't look like us are saying they waiting for us to wake up?
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact,
Islam.
Islam.
man.
How y'all doing today? This great day.
Fine,
Doing
brother.
wonderful, brother.
Fine, brother. I was just letting them know how so many people waiting for us to wake up as a people.
Yeah.
And it's that time. Like people don't know this is actually our time to like literally come into who we really are. Like there's been enough time now. Like it's like it's really going into like springtime, which is the real new year. You know?
I just wanted to say this, I'm just coming in. Y'all know who I am. They call me LT, but I'm Brother Noble Atum Shevik L. Um, the thing is this, and this is what um our people have to really understand is that our family is global. It's just they just don't stop in the Americas. It's just that we're here and we're indigenous to this land. So by us being indigenous to this landmass, don't separate us from our other people on different continents. They've been colonized, they've been brainwashed, they've been the same way we've been. I don't care how many corporations or incorporations or anything you doing, paperwork, all that. It don't matter if you're not coming together as a nation. And that's what we're doing. You know, we're vetting people. We try to screen people. We're trying to get quality. We want quality people that know how important this work is, not just to get some paperwork and ID and try to get a bag off of. And that's what a lot of people doing. A lot of people out here trying to get over on the system, but they don't know that they are the system. And the only thing we have to do is come together, not as an organization, but as a nation. It gets kind of redundant that we keep going over this same process over and over again over the years and decades and centuries, trying to form organizations like the NAACP and Black Panthers, and stuff like that. When all that is filled with a whole bunch of agents that's keeping the disinformation to our people and keeping us disconnected, not only from ourselves but also our global brothers and sisters around the world. And it's going on over there too. A lot of immigrants that's from Africa, they have to watch a film. They watch films and they are told to act this way towards us. They are sent the worst information about us over there before they can come through Ellis Island and get their card or whatever and become naturalized Americans, not nationalized Americans. Okay, they have to actually sign a piece of paper. They have to go through the process of saying that they are for the corporation and not their brothers and sisters that's over here. That's the only way they can get the land grants and the the um um the um the 4 years of no, it's 7 years, 7 years tax free. It used to be a lot of when I was staying in Detroit, there was a lot of Arabic people, Syrians and stuff like that. And what they would do, they would come over here, they'll start up a business, right? They get 7 years tax free. After that, they gotta start paying taxes. You know what they do? They bring another immigrant over, and then they put the business in their name. They might change the name of the store, but it's the same family, and they've been doing this for decades. But we still buy from they. We still buying the hair weave from their stores, the Korean stores. We still going to their liquor stores. We still buying liquor. We still buying blunts and all that out of these people's stores. But soon as we do a store, we build a store up, we get taxed so heavy. You want to know why? Because we're not immigrants. So we have to become smarter. We have to work harder, not work smarter and not harder. We have to understand what time it is. We can't keep pointing our finger and blaming white man because guess what? We the ones holding ourselves back. Ain't nobody holding us back but us because we want to put all these conflicting labels on ourselves. Okay, it's cool if you want to be Indian. It's okay, cool. If that's what you want to be that. We ain't arguing about that. What our premise is, what I'm saying? If you want to be Hebrew Israelite, if you want to be nation of gods and earth, if you want to be a Moor, if you want to be any of that, our premise is let's come together as a nation of people. Not organizations, not incorporations, not 501c3s, and not none of that. Because that don't work internationally. That works under this corporate United States Incorporated that's been bankrupt and don't even exist. So when you put yourself under them statutes of law, you consider yourself dead under the third person citizenship. So it don't matter. So they can come and shut your business down. They can come and kill you. They can come and kidnap you. You got to take the vaccine. Ain't nothing you could do about that. And I digress. I'll let somebody else get it. Cause I keep going. Cause this is getting ridiculous. Everybody wants
Keep going.
solutions, but the only thing they doing is focusing on the problems. You're focusing on the problem so much that you don't see that the solution is right inside of us. The only thing we gotta do is come together. Me and these brothers, we met. We never even met personally, face to face, unless it was on a stream or something. Ever. But our
Mhm.
connection and our bond and our chemistry and the way our passion for our people is unsurpassed by
Hmm.
anything I see on YouTube, by anything. Because we research, we study, we bring y'all all the information once we fully vet it and we get our confirmations not only from other sources but from spirit. That's when we bring it to people. So it's not like we sitting up here trying to say, come on, we won't. No, it's not for likes, views, and none of that. It's for the building of our nation for our future generations and the
You-
upliftment of humanity.
You're
And
right,
that's
bro.
not going to happen unless us as the people uplift ourselves first. Have y'all ever thought or even thought about this? Maybe the world is fucked up because we fucked up. Have
So
anybody ever thought about that? That the world is fucked up, the planet is fucked up, the climate is fucked up because we're fucked up spiritually and mentally and emotionally? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, I stay in Texas. I went through the storm, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I kept lights, I kept water, no
so
Wi-Fi got shut down, you know. I had food. I couldn't get out and about and do what I need to do, you know what I'm saying? The things that I need to do. I still have my struggles, you know what I'm saying? But the basic things that me and my family needed to have some sort of sanity, we had it. And that comes from us and our spiritual practice. We rock with our ancestors and our spirituality so tough that we like, what everybody fussing about for a minute? We good. And then we really had to see the big picture of what was going on in different states. I mean, not different states, but in different counties and different cities in Texas. And, you know, we was like, you know, how can we help? You know, the people was helping us. You know what I'm saying? People was helping us. You know, my only worry was that a person won't get stupid and try to come in here and kick our door in and so try to take what we had. You know what I'm saying? That was my only thing. Stayed up for almost what? About almost 2 days. While my family slept, I was woke. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we in a serious state. And I really think it's based a lot on ignorance and people want to be right instead of just knowing the truth. You know, the truth hurts. The truth make an enemy today, but that same person you talk that truth to will be your friend tomorrow once he confirmed that what you said was the truth. That's why we don't hold. That's why I don't hold no punches. That's why we don't hold no punches. That's why we just bring the truth the way it comes. If you like it, cool. If you don't, that's even better. We're not about to argue and debate and all that no more. It ain't time for that no more. It's time for nation building. It's about bringing ourselves back up and be the people we know we are. I don't care what you call yourself. If you look like me, we in the same boat. But I'm not about to keep battling with the 2/3 that want to listen to you over there. You over there, go over there. Cause I'm gonna look at you like, man, we told you. I mean, but brothers, I just want to say this. Could you verify for the people how much information that be on our Telegram group chat?
Jeez, bruh. Huh. Lord have mercy. I'm still catching up. I'm still catching up. Mhm.
I mean, I'd be like,
my bad, brother. I want to say that what we got popping off in the Telegram, that what we got in the Telegram is serious. There's like a lot of info that you can't even put on there on YouTube.
right, yeah, of
You
course.
can't put on it.
Hmm.
You
Just like a
know.
lot of people don't know that the United States made an agreement with China. Biden made an agreement with China that they can have access to our power grid. A lot of people don't know that. And then this shit hit Texas. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. Do y'all understand what then actually happened? Infiltration instead of invasion. They infiltrated instead of invaded. They hit key points inside our political system, inside our um, technological infrastructure, inside our economic infrastructure. You know, they infiltrated. So now On top of getting rid of the deep state, we got to get rid of these commies that's in here. I can only say so much on YouTube, but just know that things that's going on behind the scenes, when the truth come to light, a lot of people gonna be like, "Damn, I wish we would have listened to them brothers." It's a lot of disinformation that's going on out here for a purpose. It's for a reason. It's for a reason why a lot of things that you know they may have said dates. They might have said this was gonna happen this day, and this was gonna happen this day, and this was gonna happen. Let me say this. Let me say this while I'm on this. They were supposed to make the arrest before the inauguration, and what had happened? I think this was January 6th. This when they seized the Capitol. This when they came to the Capitol. They were supposed to do the arrest then, but they was threatened with a nuke, with a suitcase nuke. I'm quite sure y'all saw what happened at the AT&T Center in Nashville, Tennessee, right? That's where they had a lot of the votes at, a lot of the bogus vote servers at that AT&T building. They blew that sucker up. So they had the device over here in the United States and said if y'all can't, let this process go through and let this man get inaugurated, you know, we're gonna set this off. So it's a lot of things that's going on. What we're supposed to do is stay out of the fight. Just step back and focus on what we need to do as a people. Because once it happens and we stuck still trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do, guess what? You over there.
Hey, we
am,
call
am
them.
I lying? Am I lying?
No, no, you're
Nope.
not. You're not.
Hey, brother Nuff,
Yes, sir.
you know we got a new term for them.
A new what?
We call these people we got a new term for them, brother.
What is it?
Copper colored corporate niggas.
Yeah. Let me get on that for a minute. Okay, so you turned in your black status and called yourself another color, which is copper. What sense do that make? And then you incorporate yourself into a system that's de facto, that's defunct, that's not even really in operation right now. The military in control, and they operating off defending the Constitution of the United States, not the organic Constitution, not the corporate Constitution, not the 1871, but the 1776. See, we don't do enough studying. We want to listen to these people on YouTube that just trying to get you a bag. We trying to get international political rank on this planet. Establish trade, have our own financial system, have our own everything. I'm gonna tell y'all what. How y'all think the messenger Elijah Muhammad did it? He had his own airlines. He had his own fisheries. He had his own shipping whiting fish from Peru. Had his own restaurants. Had his own bakeries and clothing, where they made their own clothes, grocery stores. They had their own. And you want to know why? They called themselves the Nation of Islam. Do y'all see the scope of what I'm trying to really get people to think at nationally? Think
Exactly.
as nationals, not subjects. Think as nationals, not civilians, or think as nationals, not citizens. Think it's nationals, not aliens. Think it's nationals. Think on the nationalistic mindset. And that don't just come to you. We have to work at it. That's work. We have to have the proper people in place. We have to have the right people in the proper slots where they can do the most work. Not just throwing a person that can be a secretary where they're sergeant at arms. No, we ain't doing it like that. Just because you want to say you want to be a sergeant at arms don't mean you qualify for that position. That's what it's about, nation building. Now, I got a lot of emails, and I'm still trying to shift through them. But like I said, I think a lot of people need to go to class first before we can start talking about nationality card, paperwork, and all that, because a lot of people don't know the significance or how to use it in the proper way. Because then when we out here trying to get remedy for our people, and we have to help somebody that did they paperwork or they card the wrong way and get them out of jam, guess what? It's slowing us down from what we really supposed to be doing. And I'll fall back. Go ahead, brothers.
Hey, that's LT right there, y'all. That's LT. Y'all know him as nothing. We call him LT, Lieutenant. For
Ice
real. He holds the
cream,
fort
Lieutenant
down.
Dane,
Oh,
ice cream.
yeah. So it's like this, y'all. Like we already, it's like this. We gonna see like this. We already put it out there that we want to come together. That's what we want to let it be known. We already put out there we want to come together with those that are interested. But like LT said, the host, before you even try to get your card, we're gonna put you through the daggone class first and see if you can survive that bad boy right there. Um, and if anything, LT will be watching and listening along with all of us. And if we not playing, because this right here, this is a great time for us to really come together as a people. I don't know how many times we've been talking about this. I don't know how many times we look. LT and B Mouse done brought Nasara and Dasara, the origins of it, to everybody. You got all these people now doing documentaries doing Nasara and Gasara is about the New World Order. The New World Order is dealing with the power and the rise of us again. It's going back into the old world order. The whole entire planet know who we are, y'all. Do you not know that the whole planet is waiting for us to wake up? They're waiting for us to wake up as a people.
Tell them.
And you don't even, a lot of our people don't even know that you even have Albions waiting for us to come back in power again right now. Like literally waiting for us to come back in power.
Nations.
Okay.
Nations of Albions. They can't
Exactly.
do it no more. Whole governments is waiting on our people here in the Mexum to get right. Over here in the North Gate, they waiting on the North Gate to get right. And the Mexum. And then people talk about Africa, and I have to say this. A lot of people they say Africa this, Africa this, Africa that. But y'all know that's not even the real name of that continent. But yet y'all still keep calling it Africa. That's one way. That's like a constitutive dissonance. That you would still keep calling something that you know isn't the right name of that continent. Just like Lemuria Mu and Atlantis. Y'all don't understand that all this was one landmass. So it's impossible and it's improbable to say that we're not all one people worldwide. So why would you discount your brother overseas that's reaching out his hands to you to say you my brother and say because they're not quote unquote copper color or aboriginal of America, they not your brother? But you'll call somebody from South America your brother. You'll call somebody from Puerto Rico your brother. But you won't call somebody from a Kubalan your brother or the UK your brother, even China your brother if they look like you. We got problems, y'all, and it ain't. I think it got a lot more to do with mental than any and spiritual than anything else. It's not financial because we know how to get that bread. but we don't know how to get our spirit aligned with our mind. Once we get that aligned with our mind, once we get our spirit aligned with our mind, we don't have to worry about finances. It'll come to us. Universe will conspire to make us so wealthy to the point that we will feed the world. Come on, y'all. Let's man. I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't about to scare.
No,
I want to
no,
scare
no, no, no,
nobody.
no, no, look, ALT. What was the name of what was the name of the continent they call Africa? What's the name of it? What's the real name of it?
A Kubalan.
Okay, because everybody keep on saying Africa, but we know the real name for it. And it's like it don't make any sense. The thing is, what we are really trying to say to everybody is that this is it. Like this is it. This is the time. We done had a man that was in office for 4 years, and the whole time he was getting us ready to take over.
Yeah,
The whole
they
time.
missed it. They missed it because they was talking about Orange Man bad and talking about Trump was a racist and all this. One thing I could say that Donald Trump did that did no other um president do was that he actually came up with an economic plan for us. The platinum plan. Everybody was talking
Right.
about, oh, the platinum. He's spitting on us because we like the bling bling. It wasn't called a platinum plan for just because of that. You gotta look at check this out. Just check this out for a minute. Let's think of precious metals. You got bronze, you got silver, and you got gold. And then what comes after gold? Platinum.
Facts.
And he made it for us. It was for us a platinum plan, not to put in our face. We like the bling bling. Hey, everybody like the bling bling, not just our people over here. I don't like to call us black, but not just us. Everybody like that shine. Everybody want to wear Pataks and Rolexes and Cuban link chains with the ice bling and dripping. And yeah, we like that. Everybody like to shine. But platinum is one of the highest ranks of precious metals. And he made the platinum plan, for a reason. Do y'all know gold is dropping? Do y'all know silver is actually coming up? And platinum is like at a steady pace, and then they got palladium and they got rhodium. See, I be checking out the precious metals, y'all, and I be trying to get people to check it out. I mean, if you want to deal in crypto, that's cool, but get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Let me mute this.
And when you really think about the platinum plan, like I told everybody, it's connected to Nasara anyway. Because for one, look at the timeline when he did it.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Black Wall Street on Juneteenth. Then
Yep.
he went down to Atlanta, which is a highly melanated place,
Yep.
and revealed the platinum plan. And what is the platinum plan dealing with? Gold, silver, and platinum precious metals. It was
Yep.
encoded.
Yeah.
See, people didn't see the subliminal. I was looking at his moves. I said, then why would he make Juneteenth, a
A
holiday? He had
national holiday.
a national holiday after he did that. It was all strategy. He was talking in code the whole entire time.
Made it a proclamation, B Miles. It's a
E-
proclamation.
Exactly. And if you look at it this well, I also did the research more. Don't you know they sent over $900 million to HBCUs during the pandemic?
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
On top of what he already put in line for him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Executive Order 13779 states that.
Wow. Hey, y'all. What executive order was that so they could look it up?
Executive Order 13779.
Look it up.
Look it up. This is right off the top of my head after I looked at it.
Yeah.
Executive Order 13779. When they
Mm-hmm.
sent a lot of money, you feel me? And this is right here, for the so-called historically black colleges. And during the pandemic, I believe they sent $937 million to the
Yeah.
HBCUs in emergency funding.
Check this out. Do y'all know that um today um quote unquote President elect Joe Biden actually started sending federal relief to Texas after 6 days, and just now talking to the governor of Texas during the national disaster.
Damn.
He just not
Damn.
doing that. The sun's shining in San Antonio and the snow is melting. You know, the city's starting to
That's it.
move again, and now all of a sudden, just now, all of a sudden, you decide that you want to talk to the mayor. I mean, the governor of Texas. That should
Mm.
go to show y'all. That should go to show people that this man is not really the president of this republic. He's
Uh-huh.
not.
Exactly.
He's a
Exactly.
sit-in. He's a stand-in until all these court proceedings and all these things go in place. What's today? Is today the 19th? Yeah. So what was supposed to have happened today is that the Supreme Court is supposed to be having a conference, listening to the arguments of the voter excuse me, I don't know, irregularities of Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin today. A lot of y'all probably ain't heard that. They don't want that on the mainstream media.
Uh-huh.
How many people heard that?
Well,
And now, go ahead.
LT, I want to say the two brothers that you see at the bottom, they're part of our tribe too,
Mm-hmm.
and also they know about this information. They've been walking with us this whole entire time, and one of the reasons why they on here is to validate everything that we're saying on
Mm-hmm.
here, and they know because they talk to all of us on the phone every time. See, we need to let everybody know the stuff that you hear LT talk about. We talk about that and more things. I
Yeah,
mean, y'all, and along with Noble Isaiah, we talk about a whole lot of things, and we have
brother.
fun talking about it.
Yeah, and
But
brother Isaiah, he just be so busy doing other things, behind the scenes that sometimes he be out of access, and hey, we got to respect that. We have to respect his time and what he doing, and he doing his part, we doing our part. But when we come together, it's a beautiful thing, and
yep,
they ain't ready.
exactly. Yeah, man. It's like right now, like both nobles are saying, Noble Miles L, Noble L, everybody is saying that everything is lined up for us. And honestly, we're not gonna keep on talking about it because eventually it's gonna come to the point that everybody's gonna be running right back again to us, and we're gonna be like, okay, but y'all heard what LT said. If you really want to do this, you're gonna have to come to the Wednesday classes because you're not going to get the handouts on nationality cards like that anymore, and you're not going to get your paperwork. We want you to really listen and see how important this is. Period. Period. Because in order to join with us, you got to be real serious about this because it's a lot of things that we're doing that we don't even want to mention on YouTube. So it's like, I mean, it's a lot of things that we're doing.
Yeah, y'all don't want to miss out. That's for sure.
Let them know.
The worst experience is to miss out. Because
Yeah.
once it's gone, that's it. It's hard to get it back. You be waiting years, and might not never run into that person again.
Hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just so. I say the only thing I want to say about the Wednesday classes is that you have the people that you need to ask the questions to right there. You had the Wazam, you got brother Noble Isaiah, you got me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, and then it's not on a platform where everybody can see it. It's private. It's private class. You know what I'm saying? And you can ask whatever questions that you have pertaining to your nationality because a lot of things, we can't say over email. or through a phone call. That's why our phone calls be brief, unless we just having a good conversation, you know what I'm saying, and it's flowing, but we trying to keep it brief and get you to the right people who you can ask the proper questions to. But I see that's been a problem. You
Look
know what I'm
who's
saying?
here. Look, hey, LT, look who's here.
Peace
Oh
and love,
snap.
brother.
Oh, the whole crew on this goddamn
There
going
he
thing,
is.
boy.
Peace and love,
Islam,
brother.
boy.
There he is.
Islam.
Let's go.
Islam.
Yeah,
There he is. Haha.
Welcome,
Islam.
brother.
the
Welcome.
whole crew.
How's
Welcome,
everything?
Islam.
It's not
We
a
good,
game.
more. We good, more. We just talking about, like, just talking to everybody, letting them know what's really going on, and especially the whole thing in Texas that Brother Nuff was talking about and was experiencing down there. And he also started breaking down the whole copper color thing briefly, and you know, you know how LT get down. We just listen to LT, so we just keep our mouth shut.
Right, that's right. It's and I got something coming for you
Mhm.
towards your way tonight, Noble, noon on the Cash App.
Islam. Most appreciated. I appreciate it, brother.
Islam.
Peace and love. Um, I'm just, y'all see this and this what I want to let the people know too. You know what I'm saying? Is that the outreach that my tribe has been given to me. You know what I'm saying? It brought tears to my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because they really supported me and my kindred over here, and that's how we are. I mean, it was from unexpected places and at unexpected times. I wasn't even expecting it. I
Hmm.
didn't even ask. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? So this is what community and unity is all about. We're here to uplift each other and keep each other whole, especially during times of distress or duress. And we can help each other and give each other remedy. And like I say, I thank all my brothers and sisters that helped during this time. And I help out too, it's like you pay it forward and it come back around, and like I said, I appreciate my brothers and my mothers. I really do. I just
Islam.
wanted to say that before I get choked up.
Hey, we family on here. The thing is, I want everybody to know, like, everybody on here genuinely, like, really is like really a true brotherhood on here. So I mean, we literally do laugh, and we talk about a lot of things and laugh about a lot of things, but at the same time, we do this out of kindness of our heart for our people. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's there. Just it's like when he talk, we just shut the hell up. That's what we do. We just shut the hell up. LT, he talked, then he was like, okay, Isaiah talking. We're gonna let him go ahead. He got some jewels to drop on everybody. Um,
Yeah, I'm about to mute my mic and let them go.
I know. I'm about to keep my mouth shut too because he about to say some stuff. He over there
Let's
getting
rip.
papers and everything together. He over there making papers, and you hear papers moving and stuff. Like, oh,
Oh yeah, yeah, because we got killed. We have to respectfully um dis regard all of the hate and those people who saying that Nasara is not real and things not happening. Obviously, our people witness the stuff that's happening, but they can't make the connection because they don't um, put law, history, and religion together when they're studying and when they're observing what's happening. So I got this letter. This is from, and we could send this to everybody too. This is the Pope's letter to Obama when he was in office. Um, this is the civil orders, right? And in this letter, it reveals so much stuff that's going on now, and that's been happening on this land. Um, so I'm gonna just read the first page to start it off, then we can break it down. The original and de jure Constitution and government for the United States of America and North America having a Republican form of government. So for everybody who went to go vote for Democrats or the Democratic Party or the Democratic system, automatically you are on the wrong platform because Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution only guarantees a Republican form of government. So anywhere you see a democracy around the world,
they are traitors. They are overthrowing the people. Democracy does not mean the people rule. That means that the foreign colonizers is taking over your land. That's what that means. Um, it says, set forth and established Article 4, Section 4 stands as the supreme law of the land. The organic constitution was altered by acts of misprision and was secretly overthrown and converted into a foreign, privately owned, and deemed for profit corporation in the year 1871. See the Act of Congress 1871. Now, the overthrow took place, the coup d'etat took place in 1871. You can verify that when you look up the Act of Congress 1871. So our ancestors set up a governmental system here. Our people think that the Europeans set this government up. They're from Europe. They came here running from our cousins in Great Britain. Great Britain was the empire. Okay, they said the British Empire that was in the islands, Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, all of those different islands and all of the different Atlantis islands, the Bahamas, everywhere. That is a part of a empire, okay, that you see where King George III was running that territory, and he ran the Europeans from Great Britain to here, okay, and they came to this landmass seeking refuge because we were putting them in slavery, and that's why you'll see a lot of this stuff taking place today. We're going to reveal that. It says that the organic constitution was altered, okay, by acts of misprision and was secretly overthrown and converted into a foreign, privately owned, and deemed for profit corporation in the year 1871. See the Act of Congress 1871. That said misprision derived and foreign feudal law entity born of treason was styled as the United States Corporation Company. There's a difference between the United States of America Corporation Company and the U.S. versus the actual United States of the republics that's here on this land. So a lot of people think America is a country. It's not. It's a continent. It has many, many countries. When you see state of, just think of that as a country instead of a state. Okay, just like you would go into Africa, there's 54 countries on that continent. The same thing here. Okay, so then it says the United States Corporation Company, which is now commonly referred to as the U.S. democracy, the foreign, privately owned entity deceptively created by acts of sedition and all its many states of entities or its other licensed and associated corporate franchises were and ultimately and factually owned by the Vatican. So all of your state of Maryland, state of Texas, state of Georgia, state of Louisiana, state of Mississippi, state of even in Toronto, Ontario, all of these different state ofs are private subsidiary companies owned by the Vatican. So that's like we all on this panel start a company, right? We call it Walmart, and then we say that that's the state of. Okay, and everybody adopt that as the state of, and then we go and set up subsidiary companies, okay, under this franchise. So there's franchises all around the world, right? That's what they did. And it says that is many states of entities or is other licensed and associated. Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Noble coming with that heat tonight, boy. Yeah, he coming with that heat tonight. Y'all get y'all notepads.
Okay, here we go. Apologies. Let me get back to it. So, okay, so I'm gonna finish where we was at. The U.S. democracy, that foreign and privately owned entity, deceptively created by acts of sedition and all its many states of entities. They're not government. They're companies or its other licensed and associated corporate franchises were and are ultimately and factually owned by the Vatican. So the Pope owns the U.S. corporation. The United States Service Corporation is a company. The Pope is its owner. Okay, so when they say separation of the church and state, that's a lie because they're working together. The church owns the state of. Okay, so this is why the state of will even ordain ministers, imams, rabbis, uh, preachers, all of these different categories. They work for the state of. They will marry you and say, by the power vested in me through the state of Maryland, they are working for them. They're not working for the people. It says the corporate franchises were ultimately and factually owned by the Vatican, being members of the Roman Curia. This politically and socially subdued truth and fact is actually the veiled foundation and source of the functioning jurisdictional powers that gave and still gives the Pope of Rome or the Vatican bishopric the colorably valid and affirmable authority over the entity U.S. democracy, United States Corporation. So when you say I'm in the U.S., you're saying that you are an employee of the company that's owned by the Pope. But when you say that you're Aboriginal, Indigenous, Autochthonous, you are the original American of this land, that separates you from that jurisdiction. So you can't get vaccines. You can't, they don't have jurisdiction to give you vaccines, to take your children, put you in jail, make you go to their schools, because it's a separate jurisdiction. It says that the authority over that entity, the U.S. democracy, United States Corporation, also jurisdiction over those subordinate associated entities as expressed and executed via the impacting letter. This letter or edict titled Civil Orders was posted on August 19, 2015. But if this said posting is correct, the Measured Time reports that it was apparently sent to President Obama over a year ago, being July 4th, of 2014. July 4th is a huge holiday. Okay, it's not their independence of America because they're not Americans, they're Europeans claiming your birthright. A lot of our people don't know about birthrights. Everybody being born, you have natural, unalienable birthrights that was given to you from your creator. The Europeans are claiming your birthright, and as long as you allow them to claim it, and you say that you came from somewhere else, or you call yourself another name than your ancestors were, then they get to keep your birthright. They're the only people that say they're American, right? But they call you Black, Negro, color, African American, Indian, Hispanic, Latino, Chicano. But they get to be American throughout the years as you change your identity. Okay, the ones who are colonizing is controlling your identity. Just keep that in mind. And then it says, the Pope's letter not only confirms that the United States, U.S., in parentheses, is operating under a corporation, but the Pope's letter also confirmed that General Carter Ham will be heading up the new republic when it's announced. And what is that announcement? The announcement will be part of what is known as the Nasara announcements. The current Pope is working for the light. Anyway, don't waste your time on a political circus concerning the U.S. election. I don't expect to see one. When Nasara is announced, the new interim president becomes the president of the new republic for 6 months, after which free elections are held. We can then elect the interim president for another 4 years or elect someone else. The content of the letter below is pretty self-explanatory. You may want to check out the attachment. Mr. T, now, companies, corporations, businesses, they have presidents. Governments have ministers. So this company was put in place to exercise trusteeship or control over your land. Since you don't know that this is your land, they taught you in the John D. Rockefeller's and Frederick T. Gates school systems that you came from somewhere else, and they indoctrinated our people over generations to get them believe in the diaspora narrative. That's a lie. We was already here. The Pope put these people in place to be trustees over our land. And if you know anything about trust law, that means that you can't get access to your beneficiary status until you come into the age of majority. So when you think minority is good for the people, is actually saying that you're a minor in your mind. That's the legal definition of it. So when we look at the Pope's letter, he sent This to Obama, July 4th, 2014. Civil Orders, July 4th, 2014, issued to all members of the domestic police forces. So when you say, do the police know who we really are? Yeah, they know who we are. They got this issued to them in 2014. U.S. Marshal Services, them too. The Provost Marshal, he knows. Members of the American Bar Association. So all these attorneys that you go and hire, that they don't give a damn about you or your people, they just care about winning. They don't care about justice. They just care about their winning record. And you go hire them, and they work for. They are officers of the court according to Corpus Juris Secundum, Volume 7. They are working for the Bar Administration, Bar Association, and they are actually working on behalf of the ones who are claiming your land and being trustees and fofers over your land. These people know exactly who you are in law. The American Armed Services, the Army knows, the police knows, the so-called judges, because there is no judges, they are all attorneys. They all work for the bar. All of them know who you are because this letter was given to them in 2014. These organic American states of the Union, known as the United States of America, okay, in quotations, major, exercising plenary civil power upon the land, hereby appoint General Carter F. Ham to lead and command the Grand Army of the Republic. Remember, in school we learned to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the Republic. Don't say nothing about no democratic system or democracy.
Right.
They overthrew. Okay, and it's talking about the republic, meaning where the people rule, and its successors under the guidance of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and with their full support. Should it become necessary to suppress commercial mercenary, so that's what the police is, forces operating under the guise of being federal government agencies, including but not limited to the Department of Homeland Security, the Federal Emergency Management Administration, the Internal Revenue Service, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, etc. General Ham shall assume immediate command and control of all armed forces and services owed to the United States of America, major, in parentheses, stationed in North America, and shall join them under this command as the Grand Army of the Republic. All forces of air, land, and sea are to be employed. So when you talk about the different company owners on this land, do they know who we really are? They know who you are. It's just that you don't. You forgot, and it's through the training that they've been giving out people for generations. It says that any cost or loss suffered as a result of deployment of the Grand Army of the Republic shall be charged as stipulated prior. All efforts shall be made by the Grand Army of the Republic to spare life and property while undertaking any action whatsoever within the states of the Union without exception. The Grand Army of the Republic is uniquely enabled by the orders to operate on the land of the 50 organic states for the purpose of securing the lives and property of American states and American state citizens. The Grand Army of the Republic is not a foreign army and is composed primarily of American state citizens. Now, this is key because you got to realize that it says the organic states. There's a difference between organic states and de facto states. So in law, organic means true, real, original. In law, de facto means fake, colorable, and overthrow. So you're dealing with a de facto company that's claiming to be a government and they're not. Now, when you go to the grocery store, you go to look at them labels and you'll see the barcode at the beginning. It'll say 9, that's organic. So all your fruits labeled with 9, that's organic. You go to the section and you see 4, pesticide. You go to the section and you see the barcode start with 8, that's hybrid, okay? GMO, okay? So there's a difference between a hybrid government, a de facto government, and an organic one. So this is making a distinction in this paragraph. It says, if required to take field position, the local commander shall make every effort to communicate the basis of their authority and the reason for their presence of an American state soil to ensure a prompt cessation of hostilities and a widespread understanding of the usurpations and acts of fraud which have led to any conflict. All parties must be brought to understand the nature of the federal government, the limitations of its authority. So when you say our government, you're in the wrong mindset. You should be saying my government, okay, not our government. They're not government, okay. It's our government. The government is the people and they give delegated authority to its representatives. So they have overthrown our people, and it says that uh, all parties must be brought to understand the nature of federal government, the limitations of its authority, and their own obligation to act in favor of the organic states of the Union. The Grand Army of the Republic shall continue to operate under General Order 100, known as the Lieber Code. And if you don't know anything about the Lieber Code, you really need to do your research on that. This is codified, coming from a French lawyer, but you could do your research on that. Extended from the pen of the last Republic president, Abraham Lincoln. So we have not had an official president, of this landmass since they overthrew the last official president, Abraham Lincoln, okay, in 1860s. No orders, executive or otherwise, issued by Barack H. Obama, pretending authority on the land of the American states while operating as president of the United States, all caps, corporation, nor as the president, in parentheses, of the United States of America, in parentheses, minor, are owned any performance by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Hammond, or any ordinary. All plainly stated grants of contractual authority evident in the Constitution for the United States of America remain in place, subject to good faith performance of the accompanying obligations and treaties. So there's a constitution, which is the supreme law of the land, and then there's something that supersedes the constitution, which is the mother, which is the treaty. So we have a Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1787/1836, and it's still in force. This treaty is the mother, and the Constitution is the adopted daughter. Okay, and this is what we go by. So a way that you can check and see if we were black, so-called black, Negro, color, all these different things. Let's look at law and history together. Were there any so-called black treaties? Were there so-called Negro treaties with other land masses? No, there wasn't. Okay, because we were named something before they put these brands and labels on us. It says Mr. Obama is the quote-unquote president of a governmental service corporation. Now, if they're president of this governmental service corporation, who are they supposed to be serving? They're supposed to be serving the Aboriginal Americans of the land. And who are they? These people falsely called black, Negro, and color, Indian, Hispanic, Latino. They are of the Moorish bloodline. Okay. It says that Mr. Obama is the quote-unquote president of a governmental service corporation under contract to provide stipulated services to the organic states and is on their payroll. He otherwise acts as a foreign dignitary representing the United States of America minor. In neither of these capacities is he allowed any granted authority to impose upon American state citizens, endanger American state property, or command mercenary forces on American state soil, however veiled as federal civilian service agencies. We require the Joint Chiefs of Staff and General Hammond to commence measures to disarm federal civilian agencies personnel and to seize control of the vast stockpiles of arms which have been improperly amassed by the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, and other agencies employed by the United States. So the Pope is telling you what's really going on at this land. And even though he's faced with a lot of international crimes of, crimes against humanity and human trafficking, he's putting this information out there. The only federal agency allowed free egress on the land of the American states is the U.S. Marshal Service. And this goes back to the Magna Carta, where we gave them and taught them. They didn't steal, because we get in the habit of saying they stole everything. They didn't steal a damn thing. We taught them. we give them so much power and credit when they don't deserve. We taught them everything they know, even how to run government. So when you talk about Roman government, you're talking about um, you, okay? Because you were the original Romans. You are the original all over the world. It goes back to the Holy Roman Empire and way beyond. Okay, so when you're talking about teaching them versus them stealing, it wasn't that powerful. It says that, and then only when their personnel are engaged in their duty to protect the U.S. mail and sworn to act as constitutional officers, all other federal agencies personnel are limited to unarmed service until further notice. That's what we see taking place now. And by the way, while I'm flying over this, uh, what's his name? Joe Biden and his son. Okay, they are on Ukraine's list for treasonous traitors. They're being tried by the Ukraine government um, because of all of the stuff that they took and did as far as financially. They received 10%, so they can't be president anyway. And and Trump, he's going to be, they're talking about impeaching him, and he's allegedly supposed to be out of office. So they're telling on themselves. It's either he's out of office, okay, or he's not, okay, because you can't impeach a civilian. So March 4th, well, in March, you'll definitely see what's about to take place. Well, it's already taking place now. We direct the Joint Chiefs of Staff to communicate these first two general civil orders directly to Mr. Obama, the members of the U.S. Congress, the administrators of all federal agencies, the members of the Supreme Court, and those acting as governors to compel their rapid understanding and cooperation. So the Pope is putting out this true information and facts on what's happening with this so-called company that's as posing as a country. Okay, any expense or damage incurred by these organic states or any American state citizen as a result of actions undertaken by any federal agency personnel acting as armed mercenaries on American state soil will be understood as the result of violent crimes committed against the peaceful inhabitants of the land and will incur immediate judgment liquidating the assets of International Monetary Fund. So, and the Federal Reserve in payment of the stipulated reparations. Okay. Such crimes shall also be considered contract default, increasing the public debt subject to bounty. Okay, so here we see, of course, the International Monetary Fund, which is being held in a trust for all of our estate. So by you being born on this landmass and you have the blood of this land, you have birthrights here, you're the national, you have an estate, okay, naturally. And what's happening is because that you're not in your proper person, in law it's called improper persona sui juris, because you're not in your proper person, someone else has to manage your estate because you may damage or cause injury to the estate, and that's what's happening. You're not in your proper person. So when you are in the age of majority in your mind, you get access to your estate. So they've been holding it under the International Monetary Fund since 1492 when the Pope defeated us, okay, as a people over in Al Andalusia, okay, but we still was ruling on other parts of the world. But that's when they beat us in Alhambra when the Red House fell. So any and all corporate officers of the United States or any successors, organizations inheriting quote unquote federal services contracts who support, condone, or promote such crimes against the American states or against American state citizens shall be subject to arrest and prosecution for commercial and violent crimes. Now, if you have a driver's license and you've been saying that that's your identification, you've been going into institutions and they say, let me see your identification. Let me see two forms of identification. And you pull out a driver's license. That's wrong. That's not identification. You know why? Because a driver's license means in law permission. It doesn't identify you. It just shows that you are a slave and you are permitted to have something that tracks the barcode for this bureaucratic slavery system. You need to have something that identifies your bloodline and your nationality, and it doesn't have that. In fact, if you look up, let's look up, if somebody can look up the Department of Justice archives. and you're looking up Title 18 and section, let's look up section. Can somebody pull up on their laptop or something? I'm about to tell you exactly what to look up.
Oh, we lost Noble. He was about to get in. Anybody have a laptop available? Because mine, I don't have my laptop available.
My bad, it kicked me out. But okay, so it's Title 18.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's under the Department of Justice. When you go to look up the Department of Justice archives, it's Title 18, section 1208. Okay, and it's section, I believe, is E, and it tells you when people don't have a nationality card, the preferred instruments to use to show identity is the birth certificate. Okay, is the social security card or another form of identification. That's when you
Islam.
don't have a nationality card. Islam.
Yeah. What was that again? Because I just powered up my laptop.
Yep.
What you
So
wanted me to look up?
go to the Department of Justice archives.
Okay.
And
Archives.
this so everybody can see that we ain't making this up. You can see what they say. You can see what the foreign colonizers say on their own website.
So on
Department
the
of Justice.
so on the United States Department of Justice, they have somewhere where I can go to the archives, or
Yep,
do I have to?
you could just
Is it
type in Google Department of Justice Title 18,
Okay.
section
section
1208.
Department.
1208?
Oh, you got it. I know Noble B Miles, you got it, right?
I'm looking it up. You said section 1208.
I sent it to you in a text message.
All right, give me 1 second.
So you can read it so everybody can know that when you have a driver's license, you got the state issued IDs, all that stuff, that is not identification.
You said section 208,
1208.
1208. Okay, my bad.
Uh-huh.
Establishing asylum eligibility. Would that be it?
Section Title 18, and it should be under section 1208.
Okay.
Yeah. You could just type that in Google, like type in Title 18, section 1208, and type in
Title
this is the
18.
United States Code. This is the laws that was codified on the United States.
Is it crimes and criminal procedure?
Let me look. Wait a second.
You said title 18, section 1208.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I might have to go. I'm at DuckDuckGo. It's not coming up. I said
Well,
I got Title 18, Section 1208.
I got section 242. It says deprivation of rights under color of law. This is another section I found.
He must have got knocked off again.
What have I got?
There we go. Title is Title 18, Section 1028.
Oh,
And you can go.
1028.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
and yes, I found section 242, which says deprivation of rights under color of law.
Yep. That's it. So,
All right.
um,
Section 1028.
yeah.
Oh, it kept leading me to there as well.
The crimes and criminal procedure,
Mm-hmm.
fraud and related activity in connection with identification documents,
Mm-hmm.
authentication features and information.
Yeah. You
Yep.
read that.
Whoever in the circumstance described in subsection C of this section, knowingly and without lawful authority, produces an identification document, authentic, authentication feature, or a false identification document, knowingly transfers an identification document, authentication feature, or a false identification document, knowing that such document or feature was stolen or produced without lawful authority, knowingly produces with intent to use unlawfully or transfer unlawfully five or more identification documents other than those issued lawfully for the use of the possessor, authentication features, or false identification documents. And it's like it's different sections. That was section A. Section B is the punishment of an offense under subsection A.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You talking about section B?
yeah, I was just scrolling through everything
Oh, okay.
so we can quantify what the brother Noble Isaiah was talking about. I'm
Oh,
actually trying to find that part.
birth certificate, driver's license.
Okay, I think I found it. Section D. Um, D section. Okay, it say the term identification document means a document made or issued by or under the authority of the United States government, a state political subdivision of a state, a sponsoring entity of an event designated as a special event of national significance, a foreign government political subdivision, or a foreign government, an international governmental or an international quasi governmental organization, which, when completed with information concerning a particular individual, is a type intended or commonly accepted for the purpose of identification for individuals.
Wow, that says a
Yeah.
lot. B, check to see if they in the back office.
Okay.
Because you know we in Mercury, we're all in Mercury retrograde because you know we're at the final points of it. So you know how that can be.
Okay, my fault. Yeah, I was just reading them, looking along. I got them.
Cool, cool, cool.
All right, we all back.
So Noble, were you able to listen to what they were reading?
Yeah,
Um,
I put it. I
okay,
put it. I put it in the private chat so you can pull it up.
okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna check it out.
I put it on the private chat on here. It's it's departmentofjustice.gov/archive/jm/criminal resource criminal dash resource dash manual dash 1508 dash specifically dash mention dash identification dash documents dash 18 dash USC dash 1028. That's the link you could type in to go right to the page.
Okay, I had downloaded on my phone so I can have the documentation. Oh,
You could just pull it right up.
okay. Wow. Oh, I want to also speak on something while we talking about all of this that they've been doing. So I was at the Job today. It was so many people lined up for the daggone vaccine as well. Like because I don't think a lot of our family don't know that they're doing this as a serious setup because of that vaccine is very dangerous. And I saw plenty of our people, even younger people, in line today to get that vaccine.
Hmm.
Like literally, they are. It's like y'all, like Noble Isaiah, LT, B Miles, everybody that's on the panel. We are telling you that this the man that you think that's president is not really the president. And we're going. I'm gonna say it again. How can you impeach a citizen? As I say, a citizen. As I say, a citizen or somebody that served the office, you still trying to impeach him, even though he been acquitted. How can you impeach somebody that's not president anymore? That's a
Hmm.
question that we all have to ask. We're trying to let everybody look beyond what you see on the television. You're coming out the matrix. This is a lie. They're playing games with you. Everybody on here will tell you that Biden is not. That's not really Joe Biden. That's not really him. Just want to let everybody know that's not really him. I'm gonna say it one more time. That's not really him.
Hmm.
Okay. So please open up your mind's eye, which is that third eye. Do not fall for the okey doke. If anything, Noble LT was talking about uh some of the viewers sending pretty much emailing us, and we have them come into the Wednesday class to see what a feel of it, how to get a feel of it, because we're not going to just dish out nationality and paperwork to anybody anymore. This is what LT was talking about, because we don't have time to be bringing people that just in it for to make money or try to get over on what's going on. So that's something LT was talking about and wanted to know what you thought about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, cause I mean, at the end of the day, it's not just about um a card and a piece of paper. It's about your birthright. This is your birthright. Um, and I think a lot of our people have not been um really taught about birthrights, unalienable birthrights, which means that because you're born, no one can put a lien on you as a person, okay, unless you commit a crime or injury, cause injury. It means that you have rights that are natural and divine. You have a right to travel, okay, you have a right to um, learn and erudition, you have a right to fair and speedy trial, you have a right to a lot of different things, and constitutions and treaties and things like that are only in place to secure your rights. Okay, so when you are in situations you don't have constitutional rights, you have rights secured by the constitutions and treaties, right? So it's not about just a piece of paper saying, "Hey, I'm a national," or a card you showing everybody and don't know how to use it or really know what it means. It's about you embracing that mindset of being a national. And it's unfortunate that a lot of our people are paid off to go against disinformation. A lot of our people are on the payroll of J. Edgar Hoover FBI organizations. A lot of our people are paid and incorporate themselves to promote this stuff, and line themselves up while our people suffer. But that's what we feel, we're dealing with. And if we thinking
Right.
about the future generations, then we gotta implement some type of change. And we gotta do it now. We gotta do it strategically.
Right.
Yes,
And that
the
and
Europeans. Go ahead.
no, I was saying, and that's why I brought that to the table. You know that um we need to be educated, or our people need to be educated into what it means um to be nationalized, what nationalization means,
Hmm.
where that puts your status in law and under the organic constitution and the zodiac constitution,
Hmm.
where that puts you in a place inside of the human family of humanity. Where do that place you at as being a national rather than being a subject or a citizen or alien?
Hmm.
And a lot of us don't know those concepts, and that's why you know I was really geared towards um really doing a lot of screening and wanting to get people their nationality because I know it's important.
Mm-hmm.
But do they know it's that important? Do they know that, this isn't just about a piece of paper or a card? It's about nation building. It's about bringing our people back to their proper status on the planet. And I think a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
really think a lot of people just want to, be get in it to win it and not be in it to win it.
Right.
They just want to be a part of something. And I could be wrong. I'm not saying everybody is thinking like this, but from what I see and from what I hear, and we've been talking about this for almost over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like now all of a sudden we getting flooded. You know what I'm saying, with people that want to get their now. Okay, so why do y'all see now? Y'all see the importance of it. Y'all didn't see the
Mm-hmm.
importance of it last year before all this stuff started popping off, and we've been
Mm-hmm.
telling y'all this.
Right.
Not that we're gonna, not that we're gonna say no, you can't be a part of our nation. No, because y'all are a part of our nation. But
Mm-hmm.
it's time for the um education of Lauren Hill per se. It's time for our nation. It's time for her to be re-educated as to who they are and what significance that they play in this role. And just like you said, brother, it's not about um having a piece of paper in the card. It's about a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
it took me to understand that through study
Mm-hmm.
and really starting to study different concepts and even going back in history and studying religion and spirituality and finding that through all of this, it all came from us.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing we're doing is reclaiming our own.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's all about reclaiming our own, but we have to reclaim it within self first. We can't do this and still act like niggas
Yep.
and still act like Indians and still act like whatever we've been acting like. It ain't about that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get out of a certain type of mindset. We got to get out that cognitive dissonance of being victims and know that we are the victors. And I
Mm-hmm.
leave, and I'm gonna stop with that. Islam.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Islam. I just want to there's somebody in the chat. I'm looking at something right. His name is
Mm-hmm.
Talk Will. He said my friend took that good vax and he knows what's up. They threaten his job, and that's all it is. That's all it's going to take for a lot of us. The idea of not being able to provide for self is a serious issue.
Right. And that's a good point, talk well. And that's the whole point of us nationalizing. We got examples. Let me give you an example. Hitler told his people, okay, it's too many people over here on our land. Um, Adolf, Adolf Hitler. That Hitler not his real name. He adopted that from his astrologer. But he said it's too many people over here. We gotta nationalize our people. So he put out an issue and said, okay, everybody need to nationalize. He gave 3 warnings before he made them concentration camps. But they don't want to talk about that. He nationalized Germany and made them Germans again because they had got stripped of their nationality. He nationalized them. He was talking about the Aryan race, and a lot of people think that's the European blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. But the original Aryans were the nobles, were the Moors, was those of the
That's right.
Moorish
That's
bloodline,
right.
melanated people. Um, and he put this out there, and then when they refused to uh, nationalize, he started to that was taking place, and the truth of it is he was killing people who were calling themselves Ashkenazis and things like that, um, Jews, but we know that they are not, the true Jews, and we know that he wiped them out, and a lot of people mad because he didn't finish the job because they're still in power now, and it's the same thing here. South America, when Hugo Chavez told them, let's nationalize, he nationalized Venezuela, nationalized everything: the land, the waterways, the turbines, the electrical grids, apartment complexes, buildings, and guess what? The Europeans had to get out, and it's the same thing we can do now, nationalize our land. We talking about we Indians, and we know India, you know, Indians are from India. This is America. This ain't India, you know. So this is the thing, like, we can nationalize this landmass, and get stuff done, So when people talk about, well, I gotta take this vaccine to get a job. Well, if all of us nationalized and then went to the United Nations and OAS and gave them a notice that, hey, the heirs of the world's largest estate is woke, we back. That stops that. Um, so that's how we would come over, come together and deal with that issue. So that's a great point.
Um, there's another a mother that was screened like early, like sometime last year, hair like whoa, and she said some just want the benefits of Nasara Gasara, but may not necessarily care about nation building. I was on a live a while back and read that in the comments. I am always observing. I spoke to this mother. She's a very beautiful mother. She's very honest and upfront. And she sent her information out, I think, to Wazir, and she's ready. You
She's one of
know,
my subscribers on my channel too. I remember her.
yep, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
she already put her information in. She ready to get that thing going. She's one of the mothers that's very intuitive. So she's been observing a lot of people. This is why we had to take this action to have those that's really interested come in on the classes. Now, what you can do, those that are interested, you can email us and we'll see, and we can take and they have send it off to whom we have to send it off to, and so on. But we're letting everybody know you're not going to be just getting IDs and paperwork. It's not going like that no more.
Mhm.
It's not going like that no more because especially how Noble Isaiah teach, we ain't letting that ride like that. Because there's some people now that be on YouTube talking about how to start their own country. That's I'm gonna leave it as that.
That's stupid. That's what that is. I say I call it for what it is. How you gonna start your own country when you don't even know the difference between statuses of citizenship? And
Mhm.
you still calling yourself copper colored or Indian or all these other types of things. You don't have no connection to your birthright. You don't have
Mhm.
no connection to your bloodline
Mhm.
because you don't know it. So
Mhm.
you're gonna end up doing what? Getting inside of a corporation, signing some papers, getting into a 501c3 because
Mhm.
you are an organization.
That's
Can't
right.
start your own country. And if anybody's saying that they can start their own country, y'all should track them down and do what y'all deem necessary because that's the type of stuff that keep us held back from doing what the real work is to be doing, and that's to get our people together up on a national, being nationals, not a country. What we need a country for when the whole planet is ours? We don't need no country. That's
Mm.
bond. That's binding us. Islam.
Mhm. As long I was reading the mother, she said the shot. Says my cousin was threatened and she took the shot in order to work in the hospital. See, and you got who's mandating that she take the shot. You know, um, big pharma. You know, those corporate owners trying to literally control the people because they don't know that this is their land and all they got to do is nationalize and send the orders out to get them deported to Puerto Rico, Guam, and France.
It's a lot. It's a lot. That's why I'm saying it's a lot that um people don't know because this is my belief is that they listening to all this misinformation out here what people talking about. You know what I'm saying? They don't do the study or the research for themselves. And so it gets into their psyche that this is how it's supposed to be and you know what I'm saying? But they never get into the real um nuts and bolts and actually actual study of what's
Hmm.
really going on out here. And I believe if they did that, that's why I fell back on screening. Not and people that have emailed me, don't get me wrong, I will get to y'all. Don't get me wrong, I will, but it's gonna be pushing us to the Wednesday classes. It's
Mhm.
not gonna be because I want people to 100% know that this is what they want to do. And I don't want people to do it and then after they done it and they like, oh no, I'm just about to go my own way and I got my identification, I got my paperwork, I'm just about to go and put the world on notice. And then you get caught up, you get jammed up because it's a way to use it's a way to do it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You ain't even gotta be bold out here with it. You ain't gotta be bold. Just business as usual every day.
Mhm.
That's your safety net. So when we do come together and then we put the world on notice, you got your receipts. You got what you need.
Mhm.
Because it's gonna come a time. It's the only thing I gotta say, it's gonna come a time when everybody gonna need that piece of mind.
Mhm. Yeah.
you know. And I'll let you go, brother Noble
Um,
Isaiah.
No,
can I
that's
say
true.
something?
That's
Can I
true.
just interject? I want to let the panel know. When I'm talking about people on YouTube, I'm not naming names. Somebody just said out, they just put a name out there. They mentioned somebody named a brother named Dame. I'm not talking about him. You got people on YouTube that's doing that too in general. I'm talking about people in general. You got people on here that say they have this and have that. But the thing is, you cannot create your own. How can I say? You cannot create your own country without being nationalized. You can't redeem your nation without being nationalized. That's what I want to say. Let's say it like that because I'm not naming names. I'm talking about people in general. It's people on YouTube that say all kinds of crazy things. And we're not, I mean, literally, we see people say all kinds of crazy things. And I don't even really know what the brother talk about like that too much. He do him, we over here doing us. You see what I'm saying? I want everybody to know we are willing to work with anybody, but we really are careful with working with people because it's people that came at us and we didn't come at them. So we can leave it as that too. So we are really cautious of what we do here on out because the simple fact is we have no time to be wasting on foolishness. We really don't. We are really working together to try to find solutions for our people. Now, if anybody want to build with us, okay, but there's going to be some things that's going to take place in order to build with us. And we all had talked about this and came with ideas. And it was like, okay,
But
if we're going to build with somebody, you gotta you really gonna have to like talk to us on something outside of YouTube.
okay. Yeah,
I
let's
yeah.
segment Ross said, I'm not being disrespectful global. I'm just trying to get understanding. So are you saying um like what do we mean when we say global? Because um we're not just um you know northwest of Mexico, which consists of North, Central, and South America. That's our land. That's our continent. Um, now, when we say that, we're saying that that's because our bloodline um, ties here. But when we talk about the bloodline wrapping around the globe, a lot of people have our blood running through their veins. That's what we mean when we say global. And let me say this too. So when we're talking about getting vaccines at the job and all that type of stuff, you can't use religion exemptions, and this is why they're trying to get rid of religious exemption. Because how are you going to say you the Aboriginal or you the true American, and your religion is the same as the ones who making the statutes and regulations to put this in place to make it mandatory that you take the damn vaccines? How are you going to say I'm an American and my religion is Christian and the ones who put the regulations in order was Christians themselves? The church and the state go together. So that's why they're trying to say these dummies, these ignorant people can't read. Let me just remove it altogether. That's what they're saying. So your religion is not of that Christian order like you think or claim, right? We've been duped. It's not that. So that's why a lot of people have been getting pushback.
And I agree 100%. Also, I would like to say, coming back with what Brother Noble B Forte was saying, is that we're not against our people. Let me say that we're not against building or being able to have a conversation, having a think tank, so to speak. But what we're not going to do, we're not about to argue it, we're not about to debate it. We got all the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
We got endless receipts. We got receipts none of y'all ain't even seen yet. And this goes back into history, letting you know who you are. But
Mm-hmm.
don't nobody want to hear that. They just want to call themselves Indians. They want to call themselves copper colored. They want to call themselves all these misnomers that don't connect you to your birthright.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you don't want to say, even if you don't want to call yourself a Moor, just
Mm-hmm.
understand something. We are Moors. It don't matter what you want to call yourself. At the end of the day, your bloodline go back to an ancient, primordial, feminine bloodline that's Mobite. It go all the
Mm-hmm.
way back to a primordial bloodline from the mother,
Mm-hmm.
from a matriarchal bloodline, and that's us.
Mm-hmm.
So don't try to say don't see that's I think that's a cop out because people don't want to study and learn. They want to watch things on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They want to watch what somebody else saying and make that their truth. Do the study and research for yourself, and you'll find
Mm-hmm.
that everything that we're saying either is going to correlate or you're going to find something that we don't know. And you can
Mm-hmm.
come to us and be like, "Hey, this is what I found. Okay, wow, that's great." You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
about to sit up here and debate with people, especially not no dumbass niggas, excuse my language, that want to argue and keep us in 3D when we trying to ascend and get to a higher level of consciousness. And
Mm-hmm.
also, that's the only way we're gonna get this done. And I'm tired of mincing my words for viewers and things like that. The only way we're gonna get to a higher level of consciousness is we got to come together as a people. It's not gonna get done as individuals. It's not. We done
Mm-hmm.
tried that. We done tried that way. It's not gonna happen that way. It's not gonna get done with people calling themselves outside who they are. It's not gonna get done. We tried that. It didn't happen. We done tried that for decades and ain't nothing happened. We still like in the back of the car, in the trunk of the car. We ain't even driving. And all these
Mm-hmm.
signs and symbols and all these different cosmic events and political events and all these things that's happening in the world, and y'all still talk about, okay, I gotta take a vaccine. Why? Who told you you had to? It ain't
Mm-hmm.
law. Go find another job
Mm-hmm.
that don't require you to take a vaccine. It's not hard. Stop making it so hard. Stop making excuses. Stop crying and stop bitching and moaning and get to work on what you have to do. If you don't want to take the vaccine, don't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Go find a job that don't require taking the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all. Y'all know that shit poison. Y'all know they trying to kill us. So why take the vaccines to make $10, $15 an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Don't make no sense. It's stupid. And then you wonder why we ain't respected on the world stage because we lemons walking off the cliff with the rest of the dead niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Right off the cliff into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man, y'all. Hey, man, this what time it is, and I'm about to go on mute. I'm about to let y'all go because I'm getting a little bit passionate right now because we gotta get right, man. We can't keep on getting up here on these panels, and y'all can't come keep coming on channels trying to get this information, but yet we bringing it to people. and y'all not getting it. You know what I'm saying? So what are we doing it for? What are we doing it for? You know, if people are not getting it, you know what I'm saying? What time it is? We're telling you what time it is. It's like a voice crying in the wilderness.
Hmm.
It's like an ant trying to talk to a hyena. They're not getting it because it's like we ain't speaking the same language. But we up here
Hmm.
trying to tell it to you so plain and give you the receipts and let you know we got all these talented brothers up here, all these wise brothers up here that just pop up and do this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we do every day.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
we try to bring that same experience to the people. And it's like, I don't care about what somebody else talking about. If they're not talking about the same stuff we talking about, I don't care. It don't matter to me until we can have a conversation off YouTube and actually have a conversation. Like, okay, so what you trying to do, brother? Well, I'm trying to do this and this and other, and then we can,
Hmm.
match notes, match wits, and see how whatever you trying to do can match with what we're trying to do, and how what we're trying to do can match what you're trying to do, and we come together. You know what I'm saying? Sign some treaties, but still be up under the same nation of people.
Hmm. Right.
Still be under the same nation. It don't matter what you call yourself, as long as we're under the same flag.
Hmm.
And I digress. Islam.
It's wrong.
Islam. I'm with you. No, I'm with you, LT. And that's all we've been trying to do this whole time. Like when nobody's there made his appearance on the channel, he already been dropping jewels ever since. When LT came on, he been dropping jewels ever since. You know, the two brothers that you see, William Jolly Bay and Larry King Bay, they've been with us behind the scenes too. There's things that they know that they are just keeping their mouth shut on right now because it's like they're looking at the chat and say like, is it really worth saying so much? Because our people need to wake up because this is our time. I done saw somebody in the chat say we it's time to make a stand. This is the stand. The stand is, hey, like LT said, check out the class on Wednesday. This is the chance to see if this fits you. See, we did the screenings early last year and we stopped doing that. Then we tried to do it another way, which was a pre-screening. We stopped doing that. Okay, it's things that Nova Isaiah talk about to us, and we like, you know what, you're right. It's things that even LT say to us, you know what, you're right. Because there's people that pretty much made it clear they all about getting that bag. A lot of people made it clear they all about getting that bag in this whole Nasara and Jasara. We're not for that. We're truly building something very important. We're talking about having something for our children and our children's children and our children's children to still have in their life.
Hmm.
Where they can look at their great, 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 great grandfather, great, 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 great grandmother, and say, hey, this is what they did for us. It's not about, we don't ask for no money. Brothers are on here doing this at will because we love our people that much. This is genuine love. Let me see, LT, if you don't mind me telling LT, I literally heard LT so emotional about loving his people. It don't make any sense. That's why he had to mute his that's why he had to mute his himself. Because it's like when it's real love, you get emotions, and we want everybody to know that this is not something that we are doing for payment. We're doing this for love. We don't want to see our people getting vaccinated because they lack the knowledge because over a job. We don't want to see our children go to school, go to their schools and get vaccinated.
Hmm.
Bad enough they do that with our children. They try to do that with our children when they come out the womb. Do anybody know why they do that? Because the main reason why they do that because they do not want our children to remember and also have to bring forth their spiritual gifts, which is psychic abilities. This is documented fact. They know that the children are still when they come from out the womb, they have psychic abilities, mainly
And
our
be
children.
and because they're wards of the state. So when the
Mm-hmm.
mother unknowingly gets a birth certificate and is tied to the IMF, that and it goes to the Secretary of State and Attorney General, the attorney general is claiming to be that child's parent, and you are a ward of the state because you haven't claimed your own self from being free from that corporation. You're still their child too. So any slave that comes from the mother is still my slave. That's what they're going by. The 1724 Christian Black Codes. Look it up. And it says the condition of the mother is the condition of the child. So if you still
Facts.
a slave and you are a you still under the Negro status or whatever you claiming today, then that applies to you. And if you are a corporate ward, state citizen, whatever you want to call it, you are considered a ward of the state, and you all everything that you think you own belongs to them because you register it to them.
That's right. Your car registration, paying the mortgage, all of that. You
Yep.
still is tied to a corporation. Just like, and I wanted to say that to say this. Even when you're saying that you are these things, Indian, Native American, indigenous, aboriginals, you have to have some type of claim to back that up. And it's not birth records, because guess what? They was also part of the state. They was also inside of that same corporation.
Hmm.
So you still tying yourself to the corporation, even though you know your genealogy. That don't mean nothing.
But but truthfully, we gotta look at the mindset. You're
Yeah.
saying I am the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Ab, okay, first, remember descendant, right?
Yeah.
Original, the first to come up, indigenous to the planet. That's me. That's my status. Yeah, I have to go to the person that just came onto the planet, the newest being. I'm going to them, asking them for a damn DNA test. And they say, "Oh, this person don't know who they are. Let me give them a DNA test." And now people don't know that you tracing your genealogy, all this stuff, and those things are owned by those institutions are owned by the Methodist Church.
Yep.
And how come all of the results always linking you majority of your blood to a foreign place other than this landmass?
Mhm.
That's what's taking place with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I
So,
agree. Yeah, man. We get. I just know that we have a work ahead of us, and we're not about to waste no more time.
hmm
That's it. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna keep it moving. Anybody interested in the classes, the brother Noble Isaiah L is up here. You know what I'm saying? If he wish to share his information with you, to get y'all in the Wednesday classes, or y'all can email me, and I'll connect y'all with the proper person that can get y'all into these classes.
right. And we having a if you just want to learn more and know more about nationality, birthrights, besides all these processes that you might see out here and all this stuff, we having a orientation, like an introduction to nationality and birthrights on Saturday, the 27th. And if you want information, we can send you information on that. It's going to be on a conference call link, a video chat. um, and my email is nationbuilding the number 9 at gmail.com. And all I'm going to do is just send you the information to that, and the mother going to send you access to that
Right.
uh, orientation.
Yep. Same here. If y'all, I'm just like me too. Just to keep the overflow from brother Isaiah.
Hmm.
I'm Noonthchevik, just like you see in the chat. Noonth Shevik, SHEHVEK at
Hmm.
gmail.com.
Hmm.
If somebody can that's in the chat, somebody in the chat, if y'all could type up my email, or ether9creations at gmail.com.
Hmm.
Then that way, we can get y'all on the right process.
Hmm.
I can
Because it's
start.
always because it's
My bad.
always room, it's always room for improvement. It's always room to tweak our system.
Mhm.
And I think this would be the best way. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that, and I brought it to the brother's attention. Well, how about we do it this way? And maybe if people get a true understanding of what it is,
Right.
and have that connection where they can ask questions to the
Mhm.
proper people at that and on that platform.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, it's a lot of things that we can't say on YouTube.
Mhm.
That, and we won't say on YouTube because the enemy is listening. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it'll be better. It's more condensed. It's more personal. It's more
Mhm.
interpersonal, and we all family there. It's all peace and love. It's all
Mhm.
peace and love. That's all you hear. Peace and love.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful platform. I
Mhm.
encourage everybody, if y'all can, to get on there. We actually nation building. We're not playing. And
Yeah.
I see in the next 2 years we're going to be a major force out
Mhm.
here.
That's right. That's right.
And okay, my email is nation, okay, building, like you're building, nation building nine, the number nine, at gmail.com. And we're gonna forward you the information for that. Um and also for the information, like as far as like just studying, getting information, because a lot of people want to have their own government but don't know anything about civics. They don't know anything about jurisprudence or law or government and history. So we have tons of information on that. The brothers can tell you, got a Google Drive that has a lot of information, and like he said before, the brothers group chat. We got a lot of information in there that's being shared on a daily. So definitely want to get connected. Um, and Whit- Whitney Rose, he said, "I respect where you're coming from, but but how are withholding? What you mean by that?"
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just gonna assume, and you know what assume really is. But if I
Mhm.
do that, then okay, so be it. We don't withhold any information except on YouTube because it's just so much that we could say on these CIA, NSA,
Mhm.
FBI, social media platforms.
Yeah.
They are controlled. They do control.
Mhm.
They will take a person's channel down if you say the wrong, if you in the wrong ellipsogram. They will shut this
Mhm.
channel down. Brother B Miles will have no way to connect with y'all.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So we be careful with our wording, and we be careful with um how we bring information on here. And
Mhm.
that's why I say the best way is to come to the classes or get on our Telegram group chat. I'm quite sure B Forte will give y'all the information on that if y'all want to come on there because it's uncensored. It's pretty much a free platform that you can do what you have to do as far as bring information on there.
Mhm.
'Cause our
Um.
group chat be fire. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna say. Well, let's just say in the group chat we do have a few mothers in there, but it's mainly us brothers though. But we making another chat where it's gonna be all for the brothers. Okay, like literally. But that chat is for everybody to check it out. That's interested to see what we're talking about. Like LT said, like nobody's here said, like the chat is really lit. Nonstop information, rapidly being dropped repeatedly. it's like it'll blow. It's like as soon as you put your phone down, you get a daggone notification like, damn, what they doing again? Some more information. I mean, that's how
Even
I
good
go.
music, even good
Yeah.
music, even good music like Cyrock and Cambada and what's that other one that Brother Jolly Bass sent? Um what's it? Oh man, it's on tip of my tongue. Kindred dang Soul Family. Kindred Soul Family. Yeah, they do some good music. We really I mean like I say, I talk so much to the point that I just think I'd be like, um, just keep saying the same thing over and over again. And I don't like to be redundant. I don't like to be like just keep saying the same thing over and over. But we actually have a lot of positive, good energy from where we coming from. And yes, if you do hear something that might sound a little aggressive, it's because we're passionate about it. It's not like we're coming to like rah, rah, like bite your throat off or nothing like that. We just passionate about it. I mean, we really have a passion about it. We've been here before. We come back here to teach, and time is getting short and it's time for us to get right. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get right or get left. It's not going it's up to us. Don't think no divine being is gonna come out the sky and gonna save us. It's up to us. Ain't no
Yeah.
religion gonna save you. Nothing. The only thing gonna save you is knowing who you are and knowing your status on this planet and knowing how to move forward and getting the proper tools, information, and knowledge so that we can survive as a people. And in that way, we can save humanity because they waiting on us, y'all. They waiting on us.
Yes, they are.
I think
Do
I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Only that I love y'all, my people.
Mhm.
Um, we gonna get through this, but the only way we gonna get through this is together. We can't no longer keep separating ourselves based on things that we don't have no knowledge of. A lot of these terms and these misnomers that they given to our people, either they agents, either they paid, or they don't know what the hell they talking about.
Mhm.
And it's time. I mean, when we come on these, when we come talking, we actually putting a bullseye on our head, and y'all don't get it. We're not here for self-grandizement or try to be right.
Mhm.
We're here to actually do the work that need to be done to help our people.
That's right.
And with that being said, I love y'all, man. Love, peace, and light. Um, Peace and love to the family. Darkness,
Yes.
chaos, and primordial beings. I'm still on here, but I'm about to go mute because I don't want to keep talking.
Yeah. Um. I want to say I love all my brothers on here. You know what I'm saying? We've been going through some stuff this past year with these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I can see Isaiah over there smelling like hell yeah.
Mhm.
That
I've been
smile speak
going
for
through
itself.
something this past week. People don't
Yes,
know my struggle.
indeed.
This whole
We
boy.
bro, we know that. We know that for real. But we been doing this and just informing our people about a lot. We have so much respect for Isaiah though, like really do. He always come through with information that be shocking the heck out of us. You know,
Yeah, that's big
um,
little brother right there. That's big little brother. That's big little
real.
brother right there.
We also want to give a shout out to Jolly Bay because that's one of the soldiers, man. That's one of our soldiers right there.
Yes,
He
sir.
always, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to him and King Bay. They the soldiers. They be like, you know, they already know what's going on.
They the
You know,
centuries. They the centuries. They just be sitting back. They be the centuries. You know what I'm saying? They be just sitting there. They don't be saying nothing unless they got to. We up here. Hey, we deep. Hey, we deep and we're organized and we getting better at it. That's all I
yeah,
gotta say. We getting there. We getting there, y'all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say I saw somebody saying that we need to go back into like pretty much gardening, food, shelter, and so on. I saw that in the chat. It's a lot of things we want to say, like we keep telling everybody. Some things we just don't want to say right now. Like everything that was said in the chat, we just gonna keep it as that because there's things that we know that's going on that we just keep our mouth shut about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause I could say this much. I could say this much. My empress actually she grow her own healing herbs. You know what I'm saying? She do it on the balcony. She make her own capsules and she grind them up and make her own capsules and things like that. She make her own medicines. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's as much as I won't get into that as I'm going to get into right now. But a lot of the things that she make can be cures for. I mean, people worry about. I'll give y'all one thing that she always make for us to keep us illness free.
Oh,
Elderberry.
most definitely. Oh, I gotta say something, Mambo in the chat, yo. What's going on, Mambo? How you doing?
Hey, Mambo.
Yeah, I saw her in the chat. I saw her in the chat, yo. I was like, oh, we gotta let her know that we see her.
Hmm. But yeah, we're gonna be making that trip. We planning on making that trip sometime in October.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, we planning on making that trip sometime in October. That give us enough time to get everything situated so we can go handle that part of it.
Yes, sir. Alasso.
Also,
Hmm. So, yeah, we just want to share that with everybody. Anybody have anything to say before we get off of here?
And
Cause I think yeah,
I
that go
definitely
Nova
want
right
to
there.
say grateful for the opportunity and to share just information that's been out here and that is definitely needed at this time. And we all about unity, and we want everybody to just take this to mind. If you really want to build with us, you talking about having your own government. We literally doing it now, and we can't even say what we have going on. But if you want to be a part or just even learn more about it, just hit us up. And definitely thank you to Noble B Miles, for allowing us to be on the platform. And definitely want to make sure we take care of him. And much
Mhm.
gratitude to everybody on the panel, and love everybody that's in the chat. And I yield.
All right. Uh, you know who haven't said anything? I just noticed Larry King Bay haven't said a thing right now. He just quiet as heck. You want
no, he
something
the
to say?
century. He in the chat. He in the century. He the century of the chat. He checking things out.
Oh man. All right. Well, B
Well,
Miles,
let
got
me just
anything?
address something. No, we don't got buy our land back. We making a claim. It's our birthright. It's our inheritance. So we don't gotta buy the land back. We claim it. If you're the heir to the land, you claim it. We just want to do it together instead of people doing it individually.
Right.
Yep.
That's right. And that's why I think a lot of us is going to get. That's why a lot of us get caught up and get trapped and detained and stuff like that because they try to do it as individuals and not as a body of politics, as a body of government.
Hmm.
And that's where I think a lot of people go wrong at. You know, um, I'm okay. Good luck if you want to. Fine, we ain't gonna argue with you. But what we're telling you facts. That all of this is ours, and the only way we're gonna get it all is as a nation of people. That's the only way. With you, as of just think about it like this: if you as a person, one person, go and buy a cheeseburger, that's your cheeseburger, right? You got that one cheeseburger. That's what you gonna eat. You gonna get full. But if you got 2 million people that want to go buy that same cheeseburger and say, you know what? Forget the cheeseburger. We want to buy the whole franchise. Y'all buy the whole franchise. That's the difference between a person doing it individually and a person doing it as a collective. You can't do it by yourself. I don't care how much knowledge you think you got. You can't do it by yourself. You can't because in any governmental system or in any corporate organization, you got CEOs, you got vice presidents, you got accountants, you got all these structures inside of this, thing. It's compa- compartmentalized for a reason because everybody have a place that they need to be in to make this great thing work. And I yield.
I just want to make a little funny gesture. Mambo just posted and said his call dropped and she had the little smiley face on there. Just wanted to say that she did it twice to let everybody know. That's a little inside joke amongst us. All right. Let me see. And I just want to say on from what from what we are witnessing. We're witnessing things. We're observing things, and LT always drop jewels on us. No, but Isaiah do. B Miles be dropping jewels on us. He be on with the orders and everything. He be right there with Noble. Like they just go back and forth about things like that, along with LT. Um, we don't call enough the lieutenant for nothing. Trust and know. We don't call him the lieutenant for nothing. Okay, so we want everybody to know that. So when you hear the word LT, know we're talking about him. That's why he let it be known earlier. Um, our chemistry is very unique. It's like we've been here before with each other. So that's why we are just always like interconnecting and vibing. And if y'all want to join our Telegram, if somebody knows my email on here, if they can post up my email, post up enough email so we can just uh add them to our Telegram. Okay, so we can start showing how we really what we're really saying and what we talk about. There's a lot of
Yeah, I mean, but
information on there.
yeah, but yeah, they got to get on Telegram first. They got to get on Telegram. See, a lot of people don't know about Telegram. They got
Right.
to get there first, and once they download the app, then they could be let into what we're doing. Telegram is a wonderful app, better than Twitter,
Yes.
a lot better than Facebook. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Your
Yes.
your 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 whatever you put on there is not going to be fact checked.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I got a couple more things coming down the pipe. I just want to make sure it's legitimate before you know, yeah.
Okay, LT. All right.
I'm always looking for different ways of communicating with our people. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find a good solid video type stream outside of YouTube that will not try BitChute and Rumble, but they don't have a live stream thing. You know what I'm saying? Where you can live stream, but you can upload videos on there. But I'm gonna keep looking. I know something coming through.
Okay. I just want Mumble, you welcome. You welcome on that. But LT, if y'all gonna make that trip in October, we gotta talk about that, brother.
Yeah, no doubt. My wife,
Over
look,
there.
my empress already said it. She already looked up the tickets, the passports, all that.
Okay.
She
True.
already looked it up. She already, hey, I'm like, okay. That's all I can say.
Right.
Okay, all right, baby. All
Right.
right.
Right. Yeah,
Cause
we're
she
gonna
very,
take care of
cause,
that over there.
cause she
Over there.
very passionate about it. She very passionate about it, and this what she been wanting. This her baby, so I
Yeah.
gotta support her on what she want to do. And she gonna
Okay.
support me on because she support me on what I want to do, and I want to do it too. So ain't no big deal.
You're right, Mom, but we do need to have a town hall meeting. That is very true.
Yes,
And she said that Telegram is better than WhatsApp, which is true. All right.
yes, it is. Yeah.
B Miles, this is your platform. Anything you want to say, brother? Is there any more brothers that's in the back, what is it, backstage? I hope he ain't fall asleep.
B Mom been fell asleep on us.
I know, man. I'm trying to hope. Mambo, most definitely. I'm gonna schedule that. We got you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call you after this. So, but I'm hoping B Miles up because we waiting for him to do his ending, his famous ending. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check.
but yeah, y'all. Islam to my brothers, um, King El Bay, and my other brother, Jolly Bay. Thank you for y'all for showing up. Um, I just wish y'all be a little more vocal. Sometimes, it'll help. But I understand, it ain't no big thing. Um, I just want the people to understand this. And I just feel like we still, a lot of us are still, I'm trying to choose my words wisely with this one. I think that a lot of us are still inside of trapped in this illusional matrix of this reality that they keep perpetuating on us. Um, just like the weather situation and all these things. A lot of these things is fear based, and if you allow yourself to be caught up in certain things, certain measures, your mind gonna react to it. It's something called mental alchemy. Um, Mental alchemy is transmuting mental thought into physical reality, and we do it all the time, and we don't know it. When the first law of hermetics say that the all is mind in the universe is mental, that's what it's talking about. When they talk about correspondences as above, so below, that's what it's talking about. You actually create your own reality based upon your own thoughts. And the way that they control us is by controlling our emotions and our thoughts. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Islam.
Islam, anybody else want to say anything? Do our centaurs want to say anything?
Islam. It's want to say thank B Miles for the invite to the signing. Um, so and to be around the brothers for real. Get the good information. Y'all say a lot of words and a lot of things that I would say. So I just like to sit back and just listen. Like a student in the classroom. And just an honor to be around like minded brothers that know similar information. You know, and that's all I want to say for right now. It's,
Well, Noble Larry King Bay having mic issues.
Um, I'll speak for him real quick. Uh, Many people don't know that Larry King Bey went by another name on here. He went by the name of QMac, and that tells you a lot of the growth. That,
That's Q Mac.
that's QMac.
Oh man, that's my guy right there. Oh, hey,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
didn't even
QMac,
know.
bro. That's
I didn't
QMac.
even know. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's QMac, man. That's him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
We've been emailing each other for a minute. We've been back and forth for a minute. QMac.
yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal how we all linking up like that, and it's like
Wow. That's
everything
that's
is just
crazy.
moving. I know, ain't it? It's beautiful though. At the same time, it's beautiful at the same time.
See what I'm saying? This what the subscribers and viewers need to understand. This it comes organic. We're not forcing anything. I can't wait for the mothers to get together. That's gonna
Same
be
here.
powerful. That
Same
is gonna
here.
be powerful, man. Especially with my empress and what and boo her spiritual practices and what she do when she get with some of these other mothers. Man, we gonna do damage out here. Y'all just don't know. We put the mother first. They ain't no subordinates to us. They are advisors. We come to them for advice. What should we do?
Exactly.
Shit, they gonna run the government.
Exactly. I mean, it's going back to them. I'm on the throne again. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like let it be known that I don't know how many times we done said let it's time for Becky to give up the throne. We've been saying it for a long time, but we wasn't being ignorant. We were just being honest.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't want our mothers to be egotistic either. Now we want them to rise back up, but not be egotistic. To let it be known it's time for them to be humble again, like y'all once were before. So, B Miles,
Yeah, I'm here.
drum roll for you, my brother.
Well, that's pretty much good for me. I mean, definitely I'm glad, honored and privileged to have everybody on the platform tonight. Definitely a lot of great information, and I really don't have much to say, but I definitely will say I'm going to close it out here for the night, and we definitely want to give a shout out to everybody that's been on the platform and everybody that's been in the chat. And like I said, let's go ahead and get this ball rolling.
Islam.
Islam, hey, can I say something real quick to some? Because some people said that the emails didn't work. Can y'all
Okay.
put them in the group chat again?
Well, I got one person email from hold on one second. Let me I want to mix the name. I want to mess the name up, but Tarasha Edwards.
Okay.
I got theirs. She said nationality and orientation. Um, she's in Georgia. I'm not
Okay.
gonna put all the rest of the information out there. Her email is I just talk to you later about it. I don't want to say it all out here like that, but yeah, I got one of them. But
I have her too.
Ethernet, huh?
I have her too. She emailed me also, so maybe you on the same page. LJ.
Okay, so that's the yeah. We can get her that for the Saturday orientation. That's what she wanted to do, and that was on my Ether Nine creations, and she jumped right on it. So I think she's serious. She emailed both of us. So
Okay.
and I mean that's how we'll do it moving forward. Get our people in the classes first before
Hmm.
nationality, all that paperwork thing. That's we gotta get our people re-educated first. So they'll know. I
Right.
think that's I think that's a good idea.
Um, Isaiah, your email is nationbuilding9 at gmail.com, correct?
Yeah. Let me show. I wrote it up here on the board too. So for people, you don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Nation Builder 9. So nationbuilding9 at gmail.com. NationBuilding, the number 9 at gmail.com. And then of course, um, Brandon Forte 48 at gmail.com.
Yep, that's it. That's the correct that's the correct email. Mambo. No, I wish somebody knew your email by heart so we can have yours up there.
Ether nine creations. Ether nine. I mean, that's like my backup. That's just so that because it's a new email and that way it ain't a whole bunch of stuff clouded. Like I can't find people emails with other stuff. So I just like people to go to ether9creations.com. And then that way y'all can even I got crystal chakra packs. I got spiritual oils for protection and abundance. You know, my empress, she make crystal jewelry. You know, that's like our business page. So
All right.
I had to throw that plug in there.
That's okay. You do what you do, LT. That's how you roll, sir. That's how you roll. That's all. Jack of all trades, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, enough for me to check out your website. Order something.
I don't have a website. I got the Facebook thingy going on. You know what I'm saying? It's called a New Line Ether Creations on Facebook.
Okay, I'm gonna look you up.
Yeah. And the oils, the spiritual oils I make is actually infused with 24 karat gold flakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it got gold flakes in it for the attraction properties of that, and I also got a African money root that I put inside when I got it fermenting, and it sits on my altar, and I do my petitions over it, and make sure that it's gonna do what it has to do.
Let
Yeah,
me.
I got one that's gold, and that's the all purpose, and then I had the one that's green, and that's for abundance.
Okay. Um. Let me. Somebody in the chat. Jazzy. Is it Jazzy Petty? You have to put nation building together. You have to put them all together. You can't separate it. You got to put it all together. Just that's how you put it up. You put the whole word nation building together as one word, 9 at gmail.com. Okay, you don't separate it, you gotta keep them together. All right, hon. Uh, all right, I'm done talking. I know I'm done. As
Me
long as I'm
too.
loving y'all, keep on traveling. Uh, hopefully we'll see everybody that's going to be in the class and the orientation, and everybody love it. Noble Isaiah L. He got the big Kool-Aid smile right now though. He covering his face, but that's it.
Hey, he's somebody to love though. He's
Yep,
somebody to love. Yeah,
exactly.
he's somebody to love for real. That's why I
Uh,
call him little big brother. That's little
exactly.
big brother right there.
Hey, LT.
Yes.
He's the heartthrob.
Yeah. He's the rhythm.
Them ladies be thought they like, is he single? He got girlfriend? Oh man. All
Well,
right.
I'm about to jump off myself, brothers.
Me too. Me too. Islam, everybody. Peace and love.
Islam, peace and
Peace and
love.
love, everybody.
Islam, everybody, peace and love.
We out.
Peace and love. Thank you, B Miles.
No
Thank
problem,
you,
man.
B-Miles.
Much love and gratitude, Noble.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.